Hello there. How you doing? People often wonder why I get. I don't know. It's not getting. I don't get mad. I don't get. It's just like this feeling. Do you ever get that feeling just in the pit of your soul, like the pit of your being, that you go, this shit is just something's not right here. Right? You ever feel that way? And most people go, no, just push it down, repress it. Don't, don't get upset. Just be calm. Just relax. There's nothing to be upset about. Have you looked? Have you looked into society? Have you seen? Have you? Are you looking at the like? Okay, I live in America, right? I guess. I mean, I guess this is what the place is called. I don't know. There's these. I don't even know where to start with the idiocy. Like what? Like okay, Biden and Trump is hilarious. That whole thing. People actually are gonna vote. You're gonna vote. You it's fucking retarded. Really? That's the best we can do. The mask wearing thing is just, dude. How long? This is March till now. This is, and everybody's like, I was like, hey, do you know anybody that's ever even been sick since March? They're like, well, no, but the TV tells me that all these people are dying. I was like, you sure? I don't know. Are you not? Are you like this shit is fucking unbelievable. Like, half of the time I'm like, ah, oh, just gonna make a joke out of this. It's just laughter. It's just funny. And the other part of the time, I'm just like, you really don't. What's up, Fortnite? What you doing? And the other time, I'm looking like, how are you people not even disturbed by this? This isn't somewhat like perturbing, disturbing. Like it's like maybe because I can smell things that other people cannot smell. Like if something doesn't smell good, I can't. I literally will get sick. Like I've almost vomited in people's houses before because it smelled so bad. But they're like, that's just the way the house smells. So like, I can't really be here. You smell awful. You smell like just fucking a wet piece of trash, like a wet uh, like ball sack. You know? And I'm like, you live in this? You live in this squalor? And society as a whole, the kind of shit that we're looking at, and like the what the media says, what the politics are, what these lies of these doctors, it's just it's uncouth, it's unbecoming. It's like literally, how do people continue to be doctors when they're literally poisoning their own children? Do they have no love? Do they? I mean, I don't know what love is, but I know it's not being a doctor. Whenever you're growing up, they always say, "Hey, I want to be a doctor. I want to be a," and they give you these things. I want to be a teacher. I want to be. No, you don't. Why would you do that? It's abusive. It's rude. It's not health. It's not healthy. Why do they call them healthcare professionals? They're not health care. They're into sick care, and they don't really care. They just want that money because they know they're about to make two hundred a year to stick you with needles and poison you, and that's okay with you. And I actually have the audacity to speak up and say this is not okay. And then people are like, shh, don't tell the king he's without any clothes. Don't tell the king he's naked. Don't I'm like, yeah, but it's literally poisoning this earth, this plane, this realm. It's poisoning your children. Do you hate your children? I mean, we've suffered too long. It's called suffering at the well, it's the sins of the father. That's what it's called, the sins of the father, because they're too stupid and didn't do anything worthwhile. That we all now have to clean up their messes. And I'm sitting out here like I've been cleaning up messes after mess after mess of other people. And so every once in a while I'll make a mess and I'll be like, "Oh, you're making a mess. You're so fucking yeah." Because I gotta take a day off every now and then. I like getting drunk sometimes. I don't like being rude to people, but sometimes like really like if I was surrounded by people that were all doctors and teachers, I'd be like, ugh. you fucking people. Like, what are you doing? Like, what? You're not into anybody's health. You're not into teaching. You're not into educating. You're lying to people because you don't know any better. You're gonna read from some fucking ridiculous book. And I'm gonna sit there and I go, I'm trying to help people. Do you see me? Do you see me looking all super fresh to death at 41 years old? I'm looking dope. I look good. I look good. I'm not that big. I don't need to be. I don't want to be. I'm pretty fucking strong though, and my mind is. Uh, that's gonna be you would err on the side of going, well, shit. People know better than to speak to me. But I'm just a goof. I'm just having fun with it. I'm not taking anybody's bullshit. It's absolutely disastrous what the politicians are doing, what the media personalities do, what the doctors do, what the teachers do. It's delete. It's they're a bunch of derelicts, and I don't even know it. Goofy goober. You call me a goober? That's one of my favorite words. I never use it. I never say. I know people that use the word goober all the time. It's funny. I like it. It's cute. And but did sometimes I'm classy. Sometimes I'm a joy to be around most of the time, but sometimes I really get fucking upset, and I like to explore that feeling. I'm not just going to dismiss it. Oh, that wouldn't be serving myself. That wouldn't be helpful to anyone. For me not to explore my aggression, my rage, my anger towards what the fuck is going on. And the fact that I pointed out to people was it Oliver Molina, Chateau, Honeymoon, what's going on? So welcome. Hi Zen, how you doing? I'm doing great. There's 13 people here. 2 thumbs up. Where's the rest of my thumbs? Can I get a couple thumbs up? You don't have to. You don't need to thumbs it up. I'm kidding. I'm just gonna be obtrusive right now. It's 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 just stuck there, like inside of me. That I'm like, okay, let me get rid of this. Do you know there's some drugs that you do, and when you do these drugs, you vomit or pee or shit because it's cleaning out your system. Yeah, that's what it does. You're getting shit out of you. There are some that are prescribed. Actually, there's in Ayurveda. There's a couple things you can do to make yourself vomit. You ever feel that day where you're like, I just want to fucking vomit. Like this is so filthy. Like the state of this world in totality just makes me want to fucking vomit. Mm. I don't. I'm more of a. I vomit occasionally, but most of the time I just get diarrhea. But I'm just saying the state of this world, the state of people's, like the fact that Joe Biden is even talking is hilarious to me. Could you imagine? I want you to imagine once again that we have a bunch of people in this world. Like let's say it's just in America we have 300, 400 million, whatever. You would just go and point at that dude and be like, he should run everything. That's the smartest dude we can figure out. I would choose him. No one would ever in a million years say that dude is even capable of speaking. He's a fucking idiot. I mean, there's no way around that. I've asked this before to people. Like, would you choose, like, if it was you versus Biden, you probably win. And by probably, I mean almost certainly. There's not a lot of people that could ever lose to that fucking dude in anything. The dude, okay, and I could also, what am I supposed to feel sorry for him because he's old and senile, and or is he just playing an act? What I mean, what it doesn't really fucking matter because it's all tragic, it's all silly. Like just watching these people fucking. Oh god, the debate was so fucking hilarious, but it's all scripted, right? I mean, really, that's what we're working with, and That is that's an equivalent to our entire fucking reality. That's what's going on. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, the anarchists would never want to run a country, but they'd be way better at it. It's like the people that just, it is like the born leaders they don't want to be leaders. We see the error in that. I don't want to tell anybody what to do. I don't tell them how to work. I don't want to tell you what to do, how to do. I don't really fucking care. But just because I know of a better way, I do. Is it better than your way? I don't know. If you don't want to listen, don't listen. But those people, they're telling you what to do. They're telling you what's happening, and they suck. They suck royally bad. They're like totally terrible. Totally terrible, dude. Is there any politician that isn't? Everywhere says politicians, when they open their mouth, they're probably vomiting putrid bullshit and lies out of it. Just full of shit. But yet they're gonna go vote for him. I mean, does that seem right? Look at. Mm, I like to smell myself even when I'm dirty. I don't know, dude. I really don't. It's the whole thing. I mean, is there anything that is even groovy or funky or fresh or wonderful anymore? Like, what's up, Sin? Leader is an anagram for dealer. Who's your dealer? Who got you? Who got your good drugs? What up, Jordan? It's just I continually just go. I can't sleep anymore. I don't know. Is that part of the energy? Is it part of the the possible plasma apocalypse? Is it part of what's going on in society? Do they know it? Do they see their failure? That's in front of them. That they just are totally just. Do they know how awful they are? What's up, Adrian? Psychedelic. Yeah, see, to some people, they know that listening to me speak is much akin to if you were just to take a heroic dose of like 10 blotter tabs, drops of acid in your eye, mushrooms, take it all. It's equivalent to me speaking. I don't even do drugs. I facilitate people's mind to become so unhinged from the status quo of reality. Because I'm just, it's just tiring to look at. It really is. Mm. It's like, who fucking employs these people? Who would vote for these fucking people? The least among us are somehow put on pedestals as some sort of like heroic whatever. I don't even fucking, what are they doing? Again, doctors, teachers, politicians, they're terrible. Terrible, terrible. And they just, but they need to make that make that money. And because their ego is not quelled, they walk around like, I'm a teacher. What are you teaching people? What grade do you teach? I mean, come on. You teach fifth grade, you only need a sixth grade education. And that's just so you can be up one level. A sixth grader could teach a fifth grade class. How do I know this? Because they just passed fifth grade, so they have all of the knowledge that was kindergarten, first, second, third, and who cares? They even went to fourth grade. They know the knowledge of fifth grade. What do you need? You need somebody that's a PhD? Nah. They don't even let me teach it. They don't even let me speak at schools because I'm well beyond a PhD. They're like, shit, because you know why? Because they're too busy bullshitting. They're bullshitting people on a regular basis, all of them. You used to remember when you were growing up. Remember you were a little kid, and you always like, my father will beat up your father. My dad's smart, and then my mom's smarter than your parents. And then as you got older, you're like, I'm not sure if they even know what's going on. And then you get to the grown up stage, you're like, actually, not only do they not know what's going on, they're actually retarded and falsified everything. And they're clueless about what reality is. And that's everyone. That's everyone. There's only a few. There's only a few of us that are actual facilitators for organic wisdom from what this realm actually is. The rest of these people are fucking lying to your face at all times about everything. You're gonna take you if you buy a car, the car salesman, they know that they're getting a front end and a back end and gonna sell you insurance and blah blah blah, and they know how much that car is worth. Would they ever tell you how much they're gonna sell their car for you to you for? You know, they could a car dealership could actually sell it for under the MSRP. That's what they got it for. If you understood how much they bought, because they're gonna make money on the back end of it. They'll make more money on the financing of the car. So what? Because they want money. What are they going to do? They're going to tell you the truth about how much that car costs and how much they could really sell it. Well, here's what we could do. And the car dealership guy, he's like, let me go talk to the manager. And he gets up, walks away, and you're sitting there going, oh, I could do it for 8,000, 16,000. And you said, okay, but I got 16.5. Well, taxes and everything. Walk out the store with 16,582. It's such a fucking, and that's everything. Everywhere you go. Why is the grocery store with all these food products, why are they so expensive? Why does an organic apple cost more than a conventional apple? Like, right? Why does it cost more? It's actually easier to make. You know why? Because they had to pay to have a label on it. The whole system is so fucking janky. You know the word janky is? They're so fucking bunch of dilapidated cunts just running a system that is so stupid. The whole thing is just. How does anybody? Does anybody notice this? I see. At least for me, this. Everybody see. I'm not even mad about this. It's just there's. What can I do? It's just funny to me. It does frustrate me sometimes. It frustrates me that I have to explain the shit. What's about Machiavelli? What's going on? What's good? I don't know. Just sitting here getting some stress off my chest, which is funny because I try to explain like what empathy is, because some people don't know what empathy really is. Like, I can literally feel everyone's mind and their being. I know what everybody's dealing with, and they just won't express it, so I'll express it for them. Fuck the bullshit. It's not. None of this shit is okay. I don't accept it. How could we heal the world? How could we help the world? But Holios. Well, you can't really help the world if nobody knows, like, that they're being poisoned at every angle. They're being poisoned. I'll tell you what I am. I am the panacea of this realm. And if I don't say that shit's poisonous to you, you're not gonna you're still gonna step in the you're gonna step in the dog shit, slip on it, slip on you're gonna flip on you're gonna slide off a banana peel and da, 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 da. Why? Because if I don't point out where the wrong is and where my aggression stems from and why I'm like this, if I don't point that out, I can't ever help you, because you'll keep tripping in that. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to help you here. What does what mean? Heavy metal removals. There's a lot of. What does what mean? Fortnite. The buttholio, or what I just said? What are you talking about? I don't know, man. I don't know. Uh, uh, hmm. How to help people? How, it's like when Bruce Lee says, "I'm going to point at the moon. I don't want you to look at my finger. I want you to look at the moon." It's like I know nothing. What you said? What I said I am? What am I? A panacea? Oh, you panacea? There's poison in panacea. The panacea is the medicine that would make you healthy. Poison is the opposite of panacea. They're attacked, but here's the funny thing: they're bound together in a way, and this is why sometimes a little bit of poison can heal you as long as you know what you're doing with it. Panacea is like, I don't know. It's just it's the freedom of expression. I think, you know, it's the freedom of expression. A lot of people, they're inarticulate. They're unable to express themselves. They're confined and restrained mentally, and they're imprisoned. I'm not really worried about that shit. My mind, I let it do whatever it wants. I let my body act like the way it wants. I just wild out, but not really. It's a controlled expression. Sometimes I wild the fuck out. I don't know. But the only reason I've learned so much is because I've done so many completely ridiculous things. Some people do not like me for it. Other people, I have wild respect because, no, don't worry, I'm gonna trip over on something just so I can tell you, oops, don't walk that way because there's a whole pothole there. Don't drive your car down there because I already I drove down that street. See, so that's helpful. So I have to do things that are like kind of like, oh shit, broke a few bones, just fucking, you stumble, you learn, you just fall all over the place. This happens sometimes. But because of that, it made me more kinesiologically capable of doing things other people can't. Kinesiological. It's like how the body moves. Like if you played sports, you know what kinesiology is. If you didn't play sports, you probably never fell over in your life because you're already. You ever broken anything? If you play football, I guarantee you're gonna break something. I broke this finger. See how that just sits over there like that? I broke that one. I broke this one playing football. I broke my wrist playing football. Soccer, ankles broken, and I broke other people's ankles too playing basketball. I mean, it's gonna happen. It's like you got to put this body through the ringer. It's the same that I do mentally. Hmm. You got that? Do you see that pinky right there? It's like that. I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. One was backyard football. The other one was actually when I played for a team. Yeah, when I broke my wrist, it was terrible. I was playing it was in the winter, and my this wrist, I've snapped this wrist here playing basketball and up here playing football. This turned over, and my knuckles, my fingernails were touching here because somebody fell on my arm this way. And I continued to play the rest of the game. And then about like, I don't know, it was cold because it was freezing outside. So after, I don't know, it's like the second quarter, I think it happened. So right in the fourth quarter, I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be playing anymore because I played offense and defense. I played running back and linebacker, and I couldn't tackle someone. My wrist was just toasted. So I would be tackling people with one arm, and my coach let me play the rest of the game, like up into the fourth quarter, and I was fine. I was like, nah, I got to go to the hospital right now. I was like, I need to dip. He goes, when did that happen? I was like second quarter. He's like, you've been still playing? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, it's funny shit. Yeah, so I yeah, that was no good. What's up, Adrian? What you said here? The concept of consciousness came to the fore again. It was not possible to formulate the laws of quantum mechanics in a fully consistent way without reference to the consciousness. Yeah. I'm following what you're saying. It seems like a lot of words to say. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I don't know. Quantum? People just like to use the word quantum. I don't. Where does that come from? Quantifiable? Calculate? Quanti? Kwanzaa. I don't know. Yeah, so I guess the full moon tomorrow or something. Anybody know? Moon energy is weird. People have been talking about the sun and the moon and shit lately. Somebody called me today and like, "Yo, you want to bug out tomorrow because it's a full moon?" I was like, "I guess." It's like it's a different type of energy. Hmm. It's interesting that I didn't watch the whole entire debate with Biden and Trump, but it's funny to watch comedians riff on it because they sit they, every like so many people in Hollywood, all they do is shit on Trump. And like, have you even listened to Joe Biden talk? He's completely retarded. So I'm like, are they just playing heel toe? WWF, you know what heel toe is? Somebody's got to play the heel and somebody plays the toe, right? It's like the person that will lose the fight on purpose. They play heel. I don't know. I just like watching it. I'm just like, how do people not know that this is like a fucking a drama that's scripted? I don't know how well it's scripted. I don't know. Like every last word and every like those two, like if they know the way they're gonna, like, is Biden really that fucking stupid? Or are they just using? He just old. He's like a placeholder. I'm still so confused by why people are even. I wonder how many people vote. I mean, that's it. It's just, it makes me really scratch my head all the time. I just go, ugh. That's it right there. And those people are, they try to enforce the uh, the the tribal land dwellers of the natives. Um, it's like there's this overlay of what you call politics, and they for some reason, I don't know, because they're all in cahoots to steal on people. They're a bunch of thieves, and they have people that enforce it. You know, it's like I mean, to say that government and isn't a gang, it's a gang. Like, how do we allow that shit? Um, okay, yeah. Study what interests you. This is correct. Most of the most, yes. What's up? What's up, Brock? Um, you lost is about saying what's going on. That's good, Broccolini. What's up, Dan Wilson? What's good? Oh, I hear what you say. Okay, yeah. What seems real is yeah. There you go. This is Adrian. That's exactly correct. What I don't know, because what I thought was unreal now for me seems in some ways to be more real than what you thought was. Yes, this entire whatever the fuck we're looking at is just, it just seems so inoper in no, it's apropos. Is it apropos? Inopportune. It's like you're like, wow, is anything really that? Does anybody really believe this thing that they're, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's so weird. I've just been. It's like, and everyone else is going, damn, this is what it is. Like, people get married and then they hate each other, and like every marriage ends up in divorce because it's a mirage. You know what I mean? Like, why do people get married to begin with? Why do people believe in politicians? Why do people believe that you think going to McDonald's is a good idea? I'm not saying I've eaten McDonald's maybe sometime this year, maybe. Like, I've eaten some fast food restaurants. I tell people about what you know what happens afterwards. I don't really like it. Poop smells all weird. It's an addiction, just like anything. Everybody's got addictions to all sorts of different things. But for the majority, I don't really succumb to such idiot moves of like eating that kind of shit. But yet we eat on a regular basis what we see with our eyes, we're eating that, and people go, but that's real. I'm like, no, it's not. That's a TV show. That has nothing to do with your life. You know, they don't care about you. They give two fucks. They're talking to a fucking camera. They're talking to nothing. Ah. Oh, that's so good. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna. What's up, Jay Marley? What the fuck are you doing? Yeah, I don't. Quantum physics doesn't do anything. You're just using the word quantum. That's not really. That's quasi intellectual. You know, no. Quantum physics is nothing. The only thing that matters in this world is how do you feel. What else matters? How do you feel? Mm. Look, dude. I read. I don't see. I don't know what you're saying right now. You're kind of like just kind of sidetracking. Can we table that for another time? Which describes the uncertainties in that warping and how they. I don't know, dude. You're just saying words, man. Like you just. It's meaningless to what conversation I'm having right now. It's about feelings. It's not about some quantum quasi nonsensical theoretical physics. It's a, I don't know, dude. I don't know what you're saying right now. You're just like typing words to me. Yeah, I'm just not on that level right now. I'm just wondering how within our subdivisions of, so you have like your towns and your cities and your states and the country and then the world. How on the smallest level do we allow for fucking, how do we allow for idiots to be in charge of anything? Like how does that happen? And we are on a grand scale. We have a bunch of people that are selfish, rude, ignorant, manipulative in every way. They're like steering. Why are they steering reality in a way that makes sure that? How is it that there are houseless people? I can't get over that. I can't even consider like in my mind it doesn't like I'm like am I not from here? Am I from some you know am I from somewhere where it just people shouldn't be homeless? Like, is that weird that people should have a home? People should have a house. People should be fed. Because I'm looking out there and I see abundance in the world, and I see more houses than even there's empty houses. Why can't one of those houses people have one of those houses? Why isn't it just freely given to them? Why are you paying for that? Why do I have some dude saying, "Hey, do you got a buck so I can go get some food?" Okay, and I'm like, I will hand it to them. I mean, like, sure, of course. If I got it, you got it. But why is that person not taken care of? How? How? How are there more? There are more. There's more food. We have a government that literally right now is paying farms. You understand this? Listen to me very closely. We have governments all over the world that are paying farms to throw the food away. Put it in a dump truck. Throw it out. We don't want it. So that the marketplace looks like we walk in there like there's no food here. When it should just be like, well, why isn't that just freely given to people? But okay, why when I go to the grocery store do I not find all the stuff that I want? It's not like we don't have the capacity to grow things. It's not like, where is it? Government pays farms to throw shit out. I would never say that. Why can't they just give that to the people that need it? I don't. It incenses me. It's unfucking believable. Nobody notices, and then we somehow vote for people to enslave. We vote for people to enslave us and other people. how easy it would be, and they come around and just make everything difficult for everyone. It hurts my fucking soul, my spirit, my heart, my entire body aches because I have to look at people and empathize with their position in life, and that it could be easily taken care of by government institutions, and they do nothing to help. They cause more harm. uh, um, you know what? I don't think hey Allah, I don't think it's the I think the governments know what's going to happen in natural law. Yeah, I'm very familiar, agent of natural law. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Most cunning of conning words, cunt troll. That's why you live in a cunt tree. Right. Here's what I think. I think the governments know that there's a larger mechanism occurring, and like the energy is different in this realm, and they're gonna act like they're doing it. I don't think they have any control over the power grids. I think the power grids are about to get toasted. I think that's what happened in ancient Egypt. I think they ran the system of the pyramids. The capstone, there's capacitors, right? The energy that was running through those, I think the amperage went up, and it just blew the copper tops off. It blew so it just the whole system got toasted, and I think that's what's happening again. I don't think they have any control over it. They have the illusion that they control things. I mean, I don't believe in all this. Like, I'm not, so people are like, oh, these people are all evil. I don't know that they're evil. I'm just like, if you don't believe the good things that they say, you can't believe the bad things that are said about them on TV either. You can't just, well, people like to pick and choose. They like to cherry pick the information that suits their position. Yeah, and it's just, and it changes from day to day. You just pick the new books. I don't like Fox News, but I like CNN. By the same organizations are running both sides. I don't know how this works yet. And I'm like, when I hear people like, but so and so and so, I like, they're, why? How do you believe these fucking people? Uh, welcome. Hey, thanks for listening to me rant about this bullshit. Hey Brock, you said you're not gonna lie. You think it'd be kind of fun? Yeah, yeah. I kind of agree with you. Because then all of the people that are actually zombies, and if zombies actually happen or whatever, like uh, most people will be like, I don't know how to explain it. Um, but I do know how to explain it. It's a long story. I just think that I think it'd be fun to have a golf club or a hockey stick or some sort of staff that I would just get to like just batter us up and just knock people out with. I mean, is the world going to go that way? In one way, I hope not. I don't like violence. I'm not a violent person at all. But there might turn. There's coming a time apparently that's like if it is apocalyptic, there's going to be what they would call as lawlessness. No, there won't be lawlessness. They just it's gonna be obvious who's who, who's one of the good ones and who's not. It'll be very obvious. And it was like, well, apparently, got to get rid of the bad ones. If there is such a thing as good and bad, there are people that will like see. If you've ever, this is why I try to teach people about like fasting and all of this stuff because you should know that not really a burden to yourself to go without food or go without something, and like there's health in that. But some people after a day of not eating, they get violent. So I'm trying to teach people like, well, here, if you go like 2 days without eating and meditate on it, go 3 days. Try 4 days. It might be hard. Try 7 days. Oh, you can't do that. How many people on this planet do you think have ever gone without food for 30 days straight? How many people? What percentage? How many people have gone for 40 days without food? I mean, you read these stories like, the Jesus guy or Gandhi or whoever, like, how many people on this earth? So, like, I'll be sitting there, like, you know, 30 days ain't going. Why is everybody freaking out? It's just food, dude. But then they got the governments like they're forcing people to fast. So the good thing about it is, but it's helpful. But some people are gonna lose they're gonna lose their mind after a couple days of not eating because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do with themselves. The only negative portion of the system, if it does crash or if they stop it from happening. Well, why do you think it is that people why are they crushing the dollar? Why are they collapsing the economy? And if you can't go right now, you go to the store. Like some places, they don't even take cash anymore. And so you're gonna walk into a store with your card doesn't work anymore either, because the entire system based on plastic goes away. Now you got no paper and no plastic. You go to a grocery store, what do you want, paper or plastic? How you gonna pay, paper or plastic? You see, and you're not gonna be able to use that. So what are people gonna do? What are they gonna resort to? Stealing? Just telling you how, like, just a logical progression of events for some people. How do you think it goes now? Brock. Aliens and zombies. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Inferno? Anything that gets your blood racing is probably worth dying. Or doing, yes. Yeah, sometimes. I like, except for, I don't like roller coasters. I don't like the adrenaline pumping. I think it's a waste of adrenaline. I don't like theme parks, man. What's up, Prod? I see a Prod, Saharine. Yeah, Awaken Brave. He's awesome. Yeah, Jay, me and him, yeah, me and him we did a live stream, I don't know, a couple years ago. He's a cool dude. Aaron, yeah, he's cool. The Awaken Brave is wild, dude. He's a strong dude too. Yeah. Oh, you know that geezer? No, for real. Uh, yeah, his first, I think his first channel got shut down because he did, I think he did DMT and mushrooms on camera, which is weird to me. Like they just like they shut a channel down because of that. But there's this other dude called Psyched Substance. Do you know Psyched Substance? He has like, I think, like hundreds of thousands, if not million subs, and he comes online and does all of the experiments with all, like, just you name a substance, he's eating it, and he does it on camera. It's pretty awesome. He's very highly intelligent, but I think he's a chemist. So, for whatever reason, that, do you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He is a force of nature. That dude. That I've seen him hit a heavy bag a couple times. I would pick him up on my team first or second draft pick. It wouldn't matter what we're doing. I would just like, I'd rather have him on my team. Hey Brock, are you saying Awake and Brave or Psych Substance? Psych Substance is, he's super, like, heady. He's super heady. Yeah. So welcome. There's almost 20 here. What the fuck? What are y'all doing? Where y'all from? I think it's like 8 o'clock here. I was trying to take a nap. Didn't work. Barack. I used to watch Psych Substance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think Mayan Jin did a live stream with Awake and Brave too. Yeah. Those two are interesting. That's an interesting category. That's a dialogue right there. I've hung out with Maya Jin, like in person. He's funny as fuck. Uh, yeah, there's a lot of people. A lot of people want me to do like live streams with certain like they're like, why won't you do a live stream with Savan? I was like Savan Bomar, and I was like, we both talk too much. Like there would be no, it would just be like him talking for 10 minutes and me talking for 10 minutes. It'd be a really weird conversation. Like he's, one of my old teachers. Like I know this dude, you know. It would be there's a lot of people like, oh, why don't you do a show with this person, this person? I was like, a lot of people, I don't know, they don't want to talk to me. I don't know. Jay, when you, oh, that's right. You were. That's why you fucked your back up because the heavy bag, man. Yeah, Mayan is he's it's very funny because I used to talk to him like, dude, how do you know so much? Like he's like I think 20, is it 27? Yeah. Yeah, that other thing that you told me like Mayan is like I was like, no shit, there's such a weird little a weird clique of people. you know. The Ginny, the Abaton. When he first came to New Orleans, we had so much fun, dude. The first night I played babysitter for him. I was like, all right, you in New Orleans, so we're about to like fucking do this damn thing. I was like, but I know that I can't get all fucked. So I didn't get fucked up the first night. He did, and I was like, I'm gonna have to just drag your ass back to the house. Like it was just stumbling, tripping all over the place. I was like, cause that's New Orleans. What's gonna happen? Then afterwards, I was like, all right, you got your hangover. You ready to go do this again? We're both getting fucked up tonight. Yeah, fun times, man. Fun, fun. Aaron has a much more mild approach on his interviews lately. All right, so maybe you'll get along. I got along with Aaron. I told you I did a video with him. Oh yeah, mine has chilled out a little bit too. Yeah, yeah. Mine. Since he's a little like when you have all that energy, like he's just a ball of energy. Like yeah, sometimes he needs a. Yeah, I don't know what I've been doing with mine. I don't know. I have not been in the company of women lately. It's just how how the hell am I gonna go get laid? The bars aren't open. that's that's source of vagina right there. I'm gonna go into a grocery store and everyone's gonna have their masks on. Or I'm gonna go to a library and I can't see their face. Oh, how's that gonna work? Sober, and have a mask on. Who's talking to who? Unless and I stopped using I stopped using Tinder. Funny enough, just before March. So I was like, I'm done with this shit. It's so stupid. I was like, I'd rather just go out and get laid. Or like I'll just figure it out in public. It's like an easy way to, you know. I was like, I'm done with this, and then this shit. I was like, I was not gonna pick up Tinder. Nope, fuck that. One time, I invited this chick over to my house. I thought it was a chick. Here's a funny story. Here's a Tinder story for you. So I was going back and forth with what I thought was a chick. I asked my girlfriend, like a friend of mine that's a girl who you know. I was like, do you think she's? I was like, do you think she's cute? I was like, this is a chick. Yeah, you think she's cute? She's like, yeah, she's pretty. So I was like, all right. So I invited this chick over. Wasn't a chick. Unless it definitely was a dude who claimed to be a chick. And I was like, wow, funny fucking times, yo. I was like, if I, how did you look like that? Like it was definitely it was, it was a him, but he was pretty. He was a pretty dude. I was just like, but I'm not really into wieners. But he was trying to convince me that he did not have a dick and had boobies. I don't know. It was really weird. Yeah, fucking funny Tinder stories, man. What was the other one? Tinder and the Bumble. Is that the other one? Bumble. Anybody use that? Yeah. Oh, fucking. Yo, no, and it was funny too, cause I was at my house. I was like, oh, I'll just give you my address. Why don't you come through? Because I thought I was just gonna smash, smash. You know, I was like, oh, but I was respect. I let the dude in. So sit down. What's up? She's still like, we had a conversation for like an hour. I was like, yeah, but this is probably not going anywhere, so you gonna dip. I was like, but it was fun. It was fun. He was a cool guy, but the fact that he misappropriated his gender. Mm. I've always wondered uh, if I've ever had sex with a dude. You know what I mean? Like, or used to be dude, like a tranny or something. Somebody that had the genitals removed. You know, I always wonder if it has ever happened. Chances are, there's a possibility. I mean, I not between drunken nights and like just how like you if you like have you ever woken up next to that the yuck chicks? You wake up in the morning, you're like, ugh, what are you doing? Ugh, what was I thinking? She was like, beginning of the night, she was probably like a 4, and by the end of the night, she was like an 8. And you're just like, yeah, and you really not like you think she's sexy. Then you wake up and turn over, and you're like, ooh, well, you're a bucket of yuck. uh, uh, what's up, Cy? Maddox of Divinity. 2 days? Oh yeah, 2 days for you. Oh, then you're off to. Whew, cool, man. Have fun with that, man. It should be a joy for you. Yes, 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 yes. uh, how many hours? Oh, it's one hour. I've been here rambling on. Um, what? Adrian, every hole. I know. Yeah. Sometimes it's just I mean, it's just the warmth. It's just. Do you ever fuck out of your league in One Direction? I know he'll finally be tolerable. Have you ever fucked out of your league in either direction? Like for me, it's tough to fuck up because damn, I'm a solid 8 point something. So it's like really tough to fuck nines or tens. But every now and then, there's occasionally that I'm like, damn, why is this chick even fucking me? She's like out of control, above my league. Like there's, and then sometimes you fuck down. You can fuck across. Like over here, it's like kind of equal. Like you're both pretty. But then sometimes like you do like a community service. you know, like here, let me just. She looks like yeah. She needs a little dick. She needs a little loving right now. So you're like, I could probably do that for you. All right, I got you. Community service. And sometimes it's just a drunken night. So those don't really count. I'm talking about like when you're kind of sober and like, I guess you got a nice attitude. You got a nice smile. You're nice to talk to. Oh man. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's I think you know what, but it's like okay, fat girls give better head. Everybody knows this. Why? Because they like eating. They're sticking something in their mouth, and they got to work for it because they already know they're gonna work for that. I don't know. I've been all over the map with the kind of chicks that I find attractive. It's different on different days. It's really weird. I don't know. This is that thing that like what draws you to somebody, or what makes you like what's a turn on versus a turn off. What do you like? And it's just different for me on different days. Hmm. Yeah. And now that I have it's been so long. I don't even know what I like anymore. It's just like you know this is truth about big girls. I've been with some hefty chicks. But you know what? It's like they're really great if you live in the cold weather. If you live in the cold climate. Oh, a chubby chick is the greatest in the cold weather. I'm not into that kind of messy fat. Just chunky, a little extra hold on to. But but I live in the south now, so it's like it's just not. That's too much. I don't all the cuddling and all the. It's too hot. It's too hot for that. So yeah, like yeah. So yeah, I think climatization, the depending on where you live, is the kind of dude or chick you would like. You ever see like it so I've lived everywhere from the northeast to the south, and everywhere I go, when you look around, you see the kind of chicks or with certain kinds of dudes, and it always every city had its uh, the, their bodies would. I think there's a weight like in the Northeast, it was always skinny dudes with chubby chicks, and in the South, it's the other way around. It's really weird. Uh, Hourglass booty. Oh, yeah. Um, there were the two sexiest chicks that had the hourglass. One was a one was a runway model. Red hair, 6 foot tall, uh, white girl. The other one was well. Then the two other black girls. But one was a model. Like I don't even know how I get away with this shit. Yeah, she had an hourglass figure, and then the other chick was like, yeah, shorty, little shorty rock, but like completely like all of the goodness. Like yeah, you ever been with the chick that like if you're fucking her doggy style, it's so like you're just like you actually like holy fuck, I can't believe I'm getting to do this, and it's just like it just right there the waist and that it's different, man. It's just different. Like yeah, uh, my so there's some of my I didn't even tell you that many sexual exploits. Just talking about like what is preferential. I think that if I I've always been more attracted to ethnic, like whether it's Ethiopian, um, melanated, Indian. I don't really like white girls that much. I don't, I don't really like white girls. Yep. Mm. You ever with those Christian girls? They always wear the Jesus necklace. The ones that like, uh, we're not the girls. They're the same ones that say, if you think we're having sex today, we're not. I was like, yeah, right. Like, It's like if they're wearing a cross on their neck, it's pretty much 100% chance that you're fucking on the first date. Uh, Hello, welcome to whoever's new here. If anybody doesn't know me or know what we're doing here, I don't know what I'm doing either. It's nice. I'm glad you're here to listen to my. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. It started with politics. Then we got into color, the shape of a woman. We've been all over the map. Yeah. Let's talk about taking a nap. I'd really like to take a nap. It's just not working. There's this whole thing about the plasma apocalypse. The whole thing is like everyone I know that I've asked are like, I'm like, how's your sleeping been? They're like terrible, and like no one really sleeps that much anymore. There are some people that do, and I think those people are the zombies. The rest of us are kind of like I don't know. It's like when you were a kid and your parents would be like if you were you had to be home by 10 o'clock, but then you would get home at like 11. But one of them would be sitting in a chair waiting, like kind of like because they were so scared that you no they weren't. They were just I don't know. They're creepy. Fucking parents are creepy, dude. They were just waiting on you. How dare you not be home when I tell you to be here? Just fucking go to bed. Just get the fuck out of here. I, fucking stupid. You guys want to talk about that? You guys want to talk about parents? You guys want to talk about pair of ants? You want to talk about the people that raised you? How many people in here raise your hand if you are adopted or you know anyone that is? Huh. It's very interesting. The people that I've known that were adopted, just a wildly different person. Like you can tell. It's really weird. It's like some sort of weird bonding. You don't even know it. Like I just knew. Like then I asked them. Like I never ask anybody anything about their fucking life. I don't really. I don't like to be that person to get into their business. If they want to share it with me, eventually I'll have a conversation. Everyone that I've known, I knew ahead of time. I was like, there's something different about them. And then, months later, I'll be like, having a conversation about parenting, and they were like, yeah, I'm adopted. I was like, that's it right there. I could tell. Anybody else in here adopted? What's up, Reza? what is a transcendental object in the novelty realm? uh, you like the Japanese chicks? Yeah, I used to be really into Asian chicks. Really into Asian chicks. They always smelled the best. Don't they smell different? So, I know. Quantum physics to ball slapping all the night. Yeah, mine is all over the place is sleeping. Mm-hmm. Syphilis. Do I have attachment issues? Are you asking me? Hmm. Um. No, I probably have. I have. Most people that are adopted probably have like the opposite of attachment issues. Like it's because like, oh, why would you give me up? Well, I wasn't good enough. We have that kind of thing. You just gave us away. Your best childhood friend, J. Maya, was the last motherfucker you ever wanted to fuck with. You know what? The few people that I know, they're more caring. They're more caring. The other people that I've known have been very, very like heartfelt people, very sensitive people. But yeah, most people trust issues, trauma. There it is. There it is. Yeah, trust issues for certain. Yeah. You for not me. Trying, yeah, trauma issues always for sure. Yeah. Uh, your friend was adopted by his grandparents. Yeah, I don't I never got to meet my mother or father that gave birth to me. I don't. You know, I'm from New York, and in New York, you're not allowed to contact your parents. So it's like unless they choose. In other states, the rules are different. Like you could attempt to get in contact with your biological family. Not in New York though. I don't know. It never really bothered me too much. Like my parents, the people that raised me, told me when I was really young, and it just didn't. I was like, oh, okay, I guess whatever that means. And sometimes it does kind of, go, damn. I wonder what the two people look like. But it also the two people that I was thinking about I wonder what the father figure looked like. I wonder what my dad looked like, and I wonder what my mom looked like. Right? It's just that kind of curiosity. But then I also wonder if I was born in a laboratory, that I'm a science experiment for someone. My mind is crazy like that. uh, Maybe, I mean, it's like for people that know who their parents are. I wonder how their mind functions differently. There must be something completely different. Like if I'm not because the two people that raised me, I don't like them at all. I don't like them. They don't like me. I'm not. They're not familiar. They're not familiar to me. You know. Obviously, I was not drinking breast milk, so I was drinking Similac. Growing up, so there was no hugs. There was none of that going on in the house. There was no really I love yous and kind of shit like that. It was like a very standoffish. Yeah. Victoria, you're adopted. Yeah. What's up? Yeah, these people, I don't know them. Like I literally don't know them. They're really not good people. Like to me, they're just over there. They're just like, you know, I have no bondage to them. There's people I've met in the streets that I like better than them. That like I feel more connected with. Ugh. It was like I was purchased, right? So it was like for them it was a different kind of responsibility. I was a product to them. I was a product. They were like, just buy this thing here and raise it like it's just what it is. How do you how do you like that let's see. What's up, Divine Light Hazel? What you doing? It's been a few days, but I'm sober today. I don't know who was here the last few days. I was all fucking drunk as a skunk. These things happen sometimes. So now we're talking about trust issues, adoption, and oh, I wonder how I would be different. It's for most of you, it would probably be really strange to realize that like what I'd look like without a beard and short hair and growing up and how I was, like what kind of person I was. You would never say like that will result in this. You would never think that. Nobody would be like, oh yeah, that's going to turn into this thing here. No. I even it's even incomprehensible to me the kind of person that I used to be, like growing up, and what was valuable to me. I might have. Hey, Victoria, I might have missed it, but do you know them at all? If you don't mind sharing, what do you mean? The people that my adoptive family, or you mean the ones that gave birth to me? I don't know the ones that gave birth to me at all. And do I know them? Do I know the people that raised me for most of my entire life? They adopted me when I was like, well, I don't know, 6 weeks old or something. So I was sitting in a sitting in a hospital for probably 6 weeks or whatever. And they just traded me, just something. I was like, can't raise this thing. Leave him there. Somebody come get him. They're like, I'll get that one. I'll take that one. And like an infantorium. Yeah. But no, I never knew like my biological never met him. No. Yeah, divine. Yeah, I trust people implicitly. Is that the right word? I like to say this. I trust everyone. Everyone. I trust a thief to steal. I trust somebody that bakes to give me goodies. I trust people to do that. So I trust everyone. I trust shitty people to be shitty. That's, it doesn't make me trust them any less. Just to trust them differently. Um. Hmm. Yeah, the biological I never got to meet. So, of course. Yeah, so growing up, so I used to like IQ tests. I was like, 100 at the time, 140, I think, 140 IQ. That was like the how I was. Like I would get B pluses or A's, but I was like could take Mensa classes, Mensa, like genius level shit, right? Which means nothing to me now. Um, because I I wanted to be at least in the upper echelon of the class. You know what I mean? I never worked too hard, but you know, I don't believe I got anything below a B plus or a B in any class ever. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like that. And I followed all the rules. I went to college during 10th, 11th. During 10th grade, I took college classes. So at 10th, 11th, 12th, I was going to high school. Then I would take night classes at a college. It was like that. I was probably gonna go to like a division. Well, I played Division 1 soccer. It was a community college because I didn't get a scholarship, which was really fucked up. Because I in high school I played for a team that really sucked. So I didn't have any scouts. There was nobody paying attention to our games. Our team just fucking was sucky. Summer soccer, I was mad decent at. Like everybody knew, like when somebody's playing, it's probably like that's who you need to guard. Yeah, that was me. you know. But then, and I could probably play semi-pro or pro somewhere, and then I found college to be an entryway into a vagina. Yeah, and then that changed my whole attitude. And I just stopped caring about sports, and then so clean shaven, mathematics was my thing. I was really good with that. Then and somewhere along the line, I just decided that language was more important, and I started reading. I don't think I read any books in high school. I would get the cliff notes and shit. So that's just wildly different than I would have thought that I would grow up to be like want just like this. Victoria, you don't know your dad. All my mom keeps playing back and forth with me, and I was supposed to meet her in person. Ah, yeah. Yep. What's up, Ryan McBride? Peace out, geezer. Ryan McBride, have a good night. Hmm. Yeah. You always was top me in class until sophomore, because yeah. I never realized how pointless school was until later in my life. Do the adopted people you meet are the good people, Inferno? In general, I've felt like they're more heartfelt. I don't know why. It's probably because of that feeling of being neglected and unwanted, and you never want to feel that way. You never want anyone else to feel like that. You know what I mean? And so you felt it, so you would never. Like, let me give you an example. Um, there's a few things that have okay, my cornea. I got a I was doing some work on some metal work, and one of the wire brush, one of the things flew off and went into my eye. It cut my cornea, and I thought I had gotten out of my eye, but I went to sleep and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I don't really go to the hospital, like, cause I'm like 40, so I'm 41 now, and this is when I was like 20, 23. Still didn't even at the time believe in the shit, so it was like, woke up in the middle of the night because I had rapid eye movement, and it started to cut my cornea, and I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, yo, you need to take me to the hospital right now. And the pain level when I got there, they're sitting there with a laser and with a bright light staring into my eye, and they're like, yeah, what's the pain level for you? I was like, yeah, about a 1 to 10. They're like, is there, zero's like this, 10 is like this, and I was like, yeah, probably about a 12 right now, like to the point where I want to vomit. And they thought I was exaggerating, and I was like, no, this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my life, and I would never want anyone to feel that pain, that level of pain. And that's, even if someone were to kill my firstborn in front of me, I still would want them to feel the pain that I would feel, that I felt of a hot piece of metal cutting my iris open, and then going to the hospital and them sticking a fucking flashlight in my eye. It was insane. Insane amounts of pain. It was like the kind of pain that just you can't go to sleep, and it was like a hot razor blade in my eyeball. Yeah, I would never want anybody to feel that way. So adopted people, I think, have a similar something that runs through your body that says, I would never want to feel unwanted, and so you would never treat anyone that way. So yes, I probably, you know, I'm not a good example of all the shit that I talk, and some people, I'm probably not a good example of the adopted kids. But majority, I tend to feel like they have a different feeling. If that makes sense. If all that makes sense. Favorite country I visited? Well, I've been. Let's see. I've been to Grappoli, Italy, Greece, um, Canada, obviously. Um, I don't know. I've been to the islands, Bahamas. I was too young. I was like, I wasn't young enough to appreciate the other places. I was like a 13 when I went to Italy. I played soccer over there. I couldn't appreciate the culture. Italy was cool. I probably would say that would be the coolest place I've been. Very interesting. People are very dramatic. They have everything is their talk with you know. But then I got some culture. Like, I worked at a Greek restaurant, so I understood that. I probably would like um, places in South America, because I like Latin, that flavor of that, the salsa. I like the attitude of women from. I like a little bit of spice. So yeah, maybe Brazil, maybe Brazil. I always loved Brazil, because that was like soccer. That was like, you know, Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Pele. This kind of, like, that was, I used to, yeah, fear of abandonment. Yeah, the abandonment issues. There you go, Victoria. Yep. Self-awareness has been a huge shift for you in how you deal with relationships. Yeah, my general go-to move is to destroy a relationship before somebody can get, before like I'll ruin it, so then I can just feel like they had a reason to leave. You know what I mean? And I do it subconsciously. I don't do it on purpose. Sometimes I'm like, God, that was a real fucking dick move. That was a real dumbass move right there. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have said that. I should have acted that way. But then there's something deeper that like I'd rather have them feel like, you know, it's okay to just it's I'm an asshole. You know? What beer do you drink if you drink beer? Brock? I drink all kinds of beers. I mean, but I live in New Orleans, so it's very hot, and so I like to, we walk around with beers in our hands, and so you want something that is light and it's hot, so you don't have to when you get to the bottom of it, you could just spill out the last ounce or two because it's too warm. So I like cheap shit beer, like PBR. But I do like a lot of really good beers. There's a lot of them, but it's just, it's higher ABV, and it's like just gets too expensive. I would say my favorite is called Monk's Cafe. I said this the other day to somebody. Monk's Cafe and Old Rasputin. Old Rasputin is about 9%. Monk's Cafe is, I think, 6. One is a black, like a stout, and the other one, red Monk's Cafe, is a red sour ale. It's fantastic. That's my favorite beer. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Look, hey, look, Crazy Rider, Freight, PBR. Yeah, if somebody else wants to buy me a beer, I'll drink whatever the fuck. It just depends. It's just when like I don't know where people live, but like New Orleans is a drinking culture. Like, this is like well, people go out and actually do have martini lunches. People always they vacation here. Everybody's having a drink at some point in time, and you can walk through the streets with it. So, you know, a 12 pack, spend $15, you're good. Or if I'm at the bar, yeah. How many times you've been to the bar and you're just like, damn, my bill is fucking. You just spent $100 at the bar because you're just ordering what you can see the things there. Which one? $5-6 a beer, $7, maybe a shot here and there. You up to $100 bar tab, real easy. What's up, Super Champ? Is that Super Champ? Yeah. Oh, you got them Voodoo Rangers. Voodoo Rangers are pretty good. They're pretty good. Yeah, I'm on after I for me it's like 2 to 3 days of just drunken ridiculousness, and then I take off from drinking for like 4 or 5 days. So I just no, I'm on the limeade right now. But yeah, yeah. You know what? The other one, I used to drink High Life because I just like to say the champagne of beers. I like that. So High Life or PBR. It's just a walk. It's an easy walkable beer. You can just walk around, and if you don't finish the whole thing and it gets too warm, you can just throw it away. It's not like you spent too much on it. Yeah. Free. It's like free food and free beer is the best, right? Just tastes better. It drinks easier. You're like, this is good. What else are we talking about here? We've covered you're much better sober. Um, uh, Sometimes. Uh, I think I'm best when I have 3 beers in me. 3 to 6 beers, I'm good. After that, I'm a fucking mess. I get it. It doesn't. It's that's But what are you gonna do? I don't know. Too many times I said, drunk. high, sober, whatever. It's like, I don't know what to do with today in this reality. I don't know. I feel like everybody's got their vices and their addictions to things. Some people drink coffee all day and they're all fucking jittery, and some people smoke cigarettes, and some people, whatever the fuck. I don't know. Some people eat too much. Am I a lush? Slightly. Am I a drunk? Yeah. Am I an alcoholic? No. I can stop drinking if I want to, but I do. I take it off. I take off all the time. It's like I don't wake up with like the fucking DTS. I'm not like shaking like I need a beer. Sometimes fucking I need a beer. I want a beer. Yeah. Sai, stop comparing Zen to drunk Zen. Yeah, there's two different versions of me. Have you ever? You've sometimes seen me high. There's high Zen. There's drunk Zen. There's Zen. There's inebriated. There's all sorts of substances that I've consumed or not consumed, and it's yeah. Hmm. There's really no comparing. There's not. It's just a different version. You get a mess. I get a mess too. Shit happens, man. I don't know. You can't go through life not doing anything, not being a mess occasionally. It would be what a weird, strange. The world's already weird and fucking strange, and like it's like I feel obligated to be fucked up and messy sometimes because you know that's when do you get high? Do you ever smoke or do you stick to tinctures? Um, I don't smoke weed that much anymore. I used to smoke a lot. I used to smoke people say weed isn't addictive, right? I used to smoke like an eighth a day for a long time. Then I stopped. I just was like done. I just didn't like being high anymore. So I could just try something else. Tinctures occasionally, but you know I like CBD, but it's so pricey, man. I like it very calming and relaxing and takes the edge off and makes gets rid of a little bit of that little tension and anxiousness that you have sometimes. But it's just it's prohibitively expensive. 50 bucks for a little fucking a jar with you take a dropper every 4 hours. You're like, ugh, how much did I just spend on. There's booty blinded lustful night. There's that one too. Yes, and sometimes it just yeah, sometimes. Thank you, Divine Hazel. Yeah, learning to love you just the way you are, not how I want you to be. That's the difficult thing in every relationship, or for everyone in every direction. You're like that person is almost perfect, but if you just were to change a couple things, then you've already destroyed what you're looking at. It's man, I could be a better person, I guess. But I guess I'm just not sometimes. I'm I have the same mental challenges and inadequacies and all of the things that everybody else has, and everybody deals with it the way they do. And it's just life, man. Sometimes I'm like, that was I could probably be better than that. And sometimes I'm really, really good at shit, and I'm like, you're a good person, Zen, but I can't really sit in that zone because then that is comparing myself. Like, how could I? Then I would always be like, how could I do something better? Like, that would imply that I wasn't good before. It's very, very challenging. So I don't know. This is why, like, it to me, it all collapses. Like, people are like, oh, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't even know what's going on in the next fucking half an hour. I have no clue. Like, I got in here just thinking that I want to express something. And an hour and a half later, I'm still talking. Because I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what it is. It's sharing is caring kind of thing. And that if someone can live vicariously through me, or learn from my misgivings or misdeeds or my positivity, whatever it might be, somebody might be able to, alchemize anything that I've said into their own life. To, for me, it's like, you watch somebody doing something stupid, you're not gonna do it. You watch somebody do something intelligent, you might probably mimic them. And so I do a little bit of both. I do stupid fucking shit all the time, and I do really nice things too all the time. So it's like, which one should I do? Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Some questionable quality CBD. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Jay, I forgot. I totally forgot about that. I'll give you an address when next time I talk to you. Yep. It's like, how else should people be? You know, it's like, how much can you really expect out of people? If I reverb back the beginning of this show, the fact that we have in America and all across the planet a bunch of people that are on the TV and acting as, oh, I don't know, some politicians or whatever. I mean, the fact that we vote for those fucking people, and honestly, when I say we, I don't vote, but and vote for my enslavement, that's retarded. But the fact that those people even exist, kind of just goes. I'm just like, well, this is kind of a. Is this part of like what we signed up for this? Should I sign up for this shit? I was like, I don't consent to any of this stuff. No, I'll say it again. I do not consent to any of this bullshit. It's not on my dollar. I'm not going to give them money to enslave people. I'm not going to give them my time and energy to harm and harass and hurt people. And everybody just, you know, just by proxy. Like, okay, like, if you eat meat, right? Let's just say you eat meat. You're actually paying someone to destroy an animal, to kill it. I mean, I eat meat now and then, but my involvement is I know what I'm doing. Where other people don't even recognize that they're paying someone to murder a being. You can't. You can't. Is there anybody like that is so holy that they've never damaged or hurt something else? But we can try as a world to do just a little bit better, you know. So, but when looking at the level of, like, people still go and eat regularly at a Wendy's or a Burger King or a McDonald's, we continue to vote for these idiots, like that. It's just it makes me kind of go, what the fuck? What are you people doing? And then I have to go, there's nothing I can do about it. I can't fix that. There's nothing I can do about that. Oh, Chateau Honeymoon. How to handle people who shame you for not voting? Tell them your non-voting is a vote. Just tell them what they are. They're ignorant slaves. Me not voting is a vote for I don't agree with this. You can't just say, oh, you got to pick one of these two. I don't want either of those. Shame you for not voting. How about people that do vote should be shamed? If you don't vote, you can't say anything about what's going. Oh, stop that! Just stop it. I vote for none of the above. That's correct. That is a vote. I had to have this conversation with somebody a long time ago, and they were wildly pissed that I would be like, no. Why are you forcing me to make a vote for these things? don't like either of those things. I don't. They don't hold my values and welfare. These people are not. They don't agree with them. Why would I vote for somebody I don't agree with? I don't agree with either of them. I don't agree with the red party, the blue party, the other parties. I don't agree with none of them. Yeah. I don't know. People, it's really weird. Like everything in this world is completely fucking upside down, backwards, inside out. It's weird. You should ask them. These people that do vote, if we say in America there's let's say 60% of let's just probably wait, say 50% of people vote, okay? 50% of people that can vote do vote, which I think is an overstatement, but let's just say that if out of 100%, 50% of the people are voting, right? 25% vote for red, 24% vote for blue, 1 votes for green, right? And 50% didn't vote. Shouldn't that win? So 50% is more than 25, right? 24, 1, no. 50% of people do not vote. That should take precedence. When is that how math works? Or am I doing math wrong here? Is Zen shirtless? Yes. But why did you ask him I'm pantless too? I might not have pants on. So I don't care to wear clothes right now. Kidding. I'm wearing pants. They're silk too. What do you think about that? Outlaw. I super champion. Oh, it's just pro wrestling. That whole thing. Like I only watched a little bit of the highlights of it. It's fucking. Uh, how do people even consider that anything other than like that's what we're looking at. This is what's important. Those two fucking people. Do I believe there are other? Do you believe there are other universes? Yeah, there's other realms, definitely, without question. It would be unthinkable that we would just think we're the only one. We're the only ones here. It's just us. We're all humans. There are people in this realm that aren't even human. And I might be one of them. Would you think of me different? Yeah, we don't. Nobody knows. How can anybody know? Nobody knows who anybody is. Of course, there's other. Of course, we can go to other realms. Maybe they came here already. Maybe we're not in the year 2020. Maybe we're in the year 500,000. Could be. How would you know? Inferno. Oh, dude, yeah. The past few days, oh, I've been in fucking, I don't even know who the fuck I talk to. I don't fucking know. I do this shit all the time. It's fun. Sometimes I'm halfway in between dimensions. But yeah, it is, isn't it? It is like how people are, how stupid people are, is just un. Yeah, Bobo Jojo Bajiden. I was probably talking like that. I was stumbling all over my words. Ah. Oh shit. No, it's yeah. Part of it was because I don't know. Some people piss me off, and then they don't respect my wishes, and then I take it out on other people, which I shouldn't. But it happens. Are you on day 9? Nice. Nice. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, there are plenty of rooms. Yeah, 9 days of fasting is good. I sometimes like so, I don't know. Like my if I drink for a couple days straight, right, I don't really eat, and then 3 days after that, like I don't eat. So I do like 5-day fast. Two of them are completely alcohol related, and then there's like 3 days of just juice and water. So I clean my body out with the alcohol, and then I use the acids from you know, lemonade or limeade, and I rehydrate myself. It's a constant process. You gotta do it every once in a while. Hmm. Hmm. I'd rather have a bottle in front of me than a frontal lobotomy. Reality is um, people that don't do drugs can't handle the reality that drugs offer, and it could be anything. I don't care where you're getting it from. It's substances. This is people like they're like I'm sober and clean and blah blah blah. I'm like, but are you really? What does that do? Divine, you can go for 21 days. That's good. That's good. 21. It's a compounding every day after 3 it compounds. So like if you did seven times of fasting for 3 days at different periods of time, you would have a total of 21 days, right? But if you do 21 days directly, then day 4 is actually of a greater value than day 3 would have been worth. You understand what I'm saying? So day 5 would be even greater than day 4. So you'd actually been, if you did 21 days, 3 here, 3 there, it'd be 21. But if you did 21 in a row, it's more like doing like 40 days. You know what I mean? You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, I usually fast from anywhere from, I don't know, like usually about 5 to 7 days. But like my longer ones, I've done a couple long ones on the lemonade. I did like the Stanley, was it Stanley Burroughs? Is that his name? Master Cleanse? Is that who did that? The lemonade and cayenne pepper and maple syrup. The only thing I didn't like about that is the cayenne would make my butt burn. I didn't like it. So make my hot shits. Not fun. Yeah, I like the after effects of fasting on vodka. I don't like when like the hangover if I drink too much and I'm a complete fucking idiot. Yeah, that's stupid. But a good drunk and vodka is really cleansing to the system. Yeah. See, that's a put a little lime juice, fucking golden. But I'm doing it the other way, where I'm just rehydrating with this. Wello, wello, wello. Divine, if you want to fix your eyeballs, get yourself an eye cup. Get yourself an eye cup and put. You can get bilberry and eye bright. Put bilberry and eye bright, like make a tea out of it, and use that with maybe if you want to use urine, that's pretty healthy. And cayenne. I was just saying, I don't like drinking cayenne. Put a little bit of cayenne. If you can get the dropper full, get like the you don't want the flaky stuff. You want the dropper. Put like a drop of cayenne in there and put that on your eye. Those will help clean up your eyes. Oh, and also reading glasses. So that would make you nearsighted, right? Because your eyes are muscles. One way you can start to work on those muscles is take a. I mean, you don't really need a rope, but you tie like knot in every foot. You look at every knot all the way up the rope, like 10 feet worth of rope, put it on a door or something. But you could just, instead of that, when you're looking around your house, just pick an object and you focus on it, and then make it, focus on something even closer. Then focus on something way over there. It will start to make those rods and cones in your eye start to tighten up. I guess they'll be brighter. So between keeping the eye moisturized with the also before bed, you can put like drops of oil in your eyes. It'll keep them soft, and that way it will loosen up what's going on in your eye, and it'll make it more. Um, yeah, don't do it during the day though. Do it before bed, because you won't be able to see for a little bit. It'll make your eyes kind of like. What kind of oil should you use? Castor oil. You a drop of castor oil. This would be helpful. Yeah. So there you go. All right, guys. I'm almost out of gas here, which is good. Finally, I think I'll be able to get some sleep here. It's been a joy, but I'm going to go attempt to sleep a little bit. Yeah, so all of you, thanks for showing up. Thanks for rolling through. It's been a pleasure. It's good to see everybody. Well, I guess I can't really see you, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna try to check it out. and you might see me on here in 10 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour, because if I can't get to sleep, what am I gonna do? I just want to share a little bit of my time and energy and all of my brilliance and wisdom with you guys. So peace out, everybody. I'm ass out. Bong bong. Stay well, be weird, and all that stuff.